Good Thursday to you. After mild temperatures yesterday, a little bit of a thawing out there. We saw a little bit of a refreeze overnight, so certainly some slick spots. That trend continues here through the next couple of days. Before we turn our attention to a couple of systems that are going to move through the region, we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover out there for us this morning. And with those clouds, maybe a couple of flurries here today, though most of that won't really cause any problems. Do have a chance of a little bit of a mix as we head into tomorrow, and then again some maybe a little bit more active weather here as we move into next week. We'll talk about that here in just a second, but relatively quiet weather here across much of the country as we move through the coming days. Here's what I want to talk about. Probably seeing a lot of this on social media with a big winter storm coming in as we head into next week. Well, our big major winter storm right now is still about 5,000 miles away. It's actually just to the east of Japan. You can see there's Hawaii on the map and the west coast of California. So again, it's a good 5,000 miles away from here. So certainly any shift in the track while the storm is actually over the ocean will greatly alter how it moves over the United States. And certainly our forecast models cannot get a good handle on snowfall amounts, especially when the storm itself is still over the ocean. We typically get our best ideas for snowfall within 36 to 48 hours ahead of the storm, and a really good idea about 24 hours ahead of the storm. No matter how good our technology is, sometimes we just have to wait and see how things pan out. So again, this storm is a good 5,000 miles away from here, so calling out for an exact amount of snow at this point really causes more panic than anything, because certainly things can change. I can tell you trends in the forecast models have taken the track of this storm a little bit further to the south, which would entail maybe a little bit less snow around here. So there's still time to iron things out. We'll be keeping an eye on it. Again, this is a storm system that could potentially move into our region Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And people have been talking about this on social media since the beginning of the week. So it's quite a ways away. Still many details to iron out. So this is exactly why we can't pinpoint snowfall amounts this early, because the storm, well, it's not even over land at this point. All right, back here in the good old USA, we'll take a look at your futurecast. And again, watching this little system that'll push in here tomorrow could bring some raindrops, maybe some pellets of sleet as well for us. But overall, temperatures will remain mild here as we head into tomorrow through Saturday before we start to cool down ahead of that potential at seeing some snow. Definitely, we will see cooler weather as we move into next week. No matter where this storm system moves in through the United States into next week, it will draw in cooler air out of Canada. So that is one thing that we do know for sure, is that next week trending is going to trend to be cooler. So maybe a couple of flurries today, and that chance for maybe a couple of sprinkles, flurries, or even pellets of sleet again as we head through tomorrow with that little system pushing through. You can see that tomorrow afternoon. Winds generally out of the west and eventually switching back to the south. So today, a mainly cloudy sky, again, maybe some flurries. Temperatures will hold steady, if not fall a few degrees, with those west-northwest winds at 10 to 20. Tonight, we'll see a partly to mostly cloudy sky, still breezy with lows in the low 20s. And that chance of a little bit of mix tomorrow with highs close to 40 degrees, staying in the middle to upper 30s on Saturday. Low to mid-30s on Sunday again, maybe some light snow. And then there's that potential for some snow Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, with definitely temperatures trending cooler.